These are the anti-reflective glasses. This is the most like non-reflective we're gonna get. Elon agreeing with Fox News writer that Whitmer kidnapping plot is fake and Muslim travel ban is fake, among other things. That's not surprising. I also saw. Fuck. There was an intern from SpaceX. I was reading the accounts of an intern from SpaceX last night about how they set up like everything around Elon Musk, like in the companies that he works at. Here, juice this again. And I want to read it. It's just so. Elon deleted a tweet about Ferguson. Really? Hold on 1 second. I just got a text I got to respond to. Stephen King's books would be so much better if he was a conservative instead of a lib. That's true. Conservatives are famous for making the best art. Hope G is back on full send. You're doing a full watch time this year. Not really. Oh, here. This is it. Okay. I want to start out with Elon Musk. Okay. Let's get started. Let's get started on Elon Musk. So I don't know if this is legit or not. It's a Tumblr post, and I've never spent time on Tumblr, as you can probably tell. That's why I'm homophobic and ableist. I didn't learn about how to combat homophobia and ableism by being on Tumblr and looking at like furry porn, as you can probably tell. Even though I have somehow been able to cultivate an entire audience of Tumblrinas who are like still overcoming their ways that they learned from Tumblr as they communicated with like weirdo 35-year-old boys, girls, and MBs on the internet, educated them on critical gender theory. Anyway, which was definitely an unhealthy way to learn about anything, really. But despite that, I don't know. I don't know if Tumblr is like truthful or not. I don't know. I think that a lot, it's just mostly radlib shit. Regardless. This is so specific. It's because a part of the reason why like all the mass cancellations that occur on Twitter occur in the way that they occur because Tumblr banned porn. And then all that porn exodus literally fucking turned into all the Tumblrinas moving over to Twitter to exercise on Maine the exact same kind of mania that they demonstrated on Tumblr, which was mostly just captured in one area. This is my Tumblr theory. Tumblr is not for mostly radlib shit anymore. All that is TikTok and Twitter now. Tumblr hasn't been like this since the Exodus. Yeah, teaching the Discord kittens about hammers, sickles, hugs, and cuddles type guys. Yeah, like they're all in a polycule. Every one of them. You sound like a conservative? Yeah. Difference is I'm funny. And also I'm correct. Anyway, people don't give enough credit to Tumblrinas. They're all chill over there now. No, I think that what ended up happening is just like, yeah, they moved into Discord servers and they moved into TikTok and they're just still being fucking annoying. Or the next generation of people that like learned from them are being fucking annoying. Woke up to DMs alerting me of this tweet Elon posted and deleted overnight. Suffice it to say, yikes. Hashtag stay woke shirts stem from the Ferguson protest. Obama's own DOJ approved this and exonerated the cop. Hands up, don't shoot was made up. The whole thing was fiction. What? Bro, you can't be going full apartheid all the time. You know what I mean? You got to go light apartheid, brother. Everybody knows you never go full apartheid, okay? My man went full apartheid. Elon reposting his deleted Ferguson take in the cold light of day. What is this? More and more over time as we hew closer to the truth, Twitter will earn the trust of the people. Did you tweet this before or after deleting your Ferguson tweet this morning? How's that moderation council coming? The conspiracy theories are coming from inside the house. What conspiracy theory? This is what Obama's DOJ published. According to Obama's DOJ, the Ferguson shooting was unequivocally self-defense, so the Ferguson protests were, if you believe Obama's DOJ, based on a false premise. That is not to say other injustices don't occur. This community does not appear to be one of them. I like when he appreciates Obama's Department of Justice, when Obama's very own words on Ferguson was that they were angry black men, like as though Obama himself could not be racist towards in an endless endeavor of like defending white supremacist policing and a white supremacist criminal justice system. Like he literally called the BLM people thugs, bro. What the fuck do you mean? Like in Ferguson, a lot of people don't remember this. A lot of people don't remember that liberals were literally anti-BLM until Donald Trump was like, fuck Colin Kaepernick, fuck Black Lives Matter. Like so many, the Pod Johns. I remember the Pod Johns saying that they were anti-Black Lives Matter. Like I remember motherfuckers in the even early stage of the Trump administration having like very critical takes about Black Lives Matter. Okay. Most people don't remember that. You know why I remember it? Because like the Young Turks, no matter what their faults and failures are now, was one of the few institutions that was uncritically in support of emancipation and uncritically defending Black Lives Matter protesters. And for that, I got a lot of death threats, okay? I've been getting death threats since like fucking 2015. The DOJ report said that the Ferguson cops were systematically racist. Elon's just lying about the report because racists have told him it says something it doesn't. Yeah. I'll tell you what, I got fact checked in the New York Times because I said that Stephen Scalise was no angel. I wrote a piece about after Stephen Scalise got shot in the butt, where I basically said, look, man, it's his fault that he got shot in the ass. For those of you who are article heads, you probably already know. Like that, by the way, I've been at this game for a while. You know what I mean? The America Deserved 9/11 take was like light. Okay. I've been popping off on shit for a minute. But yeah, I said that Stephen Scalise was no angel, which is, for those of you who don't know, a callback to New York Times writing about Michael Brown. Those are the words they used when covering. The New York Times wrote an article giving background information on Michael Brown, saying that Michael Brown, a victim of police execution, a victim of police brutality, and the profile was titled, or had the words in it, that he was no angel. Michael Brown, 18, due to be buried on Monday, was no angel, with public records and interviews with friends and family revealing both problems and promise in his young life. He was a child that was murdered by the police. Okay, that was what I was writing when I wrote about Stephen Scalise not being an angel. And let me tell you something. Michael Brown was a child. Stephen Scalise was a fucking adult when he said, "I'm like David Duke, but without the baggage." Okay, a statement that he later apologized for, of course, after people yelled at him. Like, America is so fucking racist, dude. This is New York Times, the gray lady, you know, the paper of record, writing this shit. What is this, newsbusters.org? This you? Yeah, that is me. Yeah, America's media watchdog. In the wake of the tragic and disturbing shooting of the Congressman Stephen Scalise, many would be driven to consider the implications of their political rhetoric and heed bipartisan calls for unity and de-escalation. The Young Turks was not so moved. Yeah, the title is 158 Mass Shootings in America. Scalise played his part. And I wrote an article that I published as a video as well, where I basically said, what if the victims of the shooting today were treated like black victims in conservative media? In an extremely and deeply insensitive video, Sam Piker of the Young Turks called the shooting ironic, argued that Stephen Scalise was no angel, and insinuated he brought on the shooting himself. Piker justified this reckless politicization by reminding the audience that Scalise is in stable condition. For most, the victim of a tragedy being still in intensive care unit would deter them from overtly politicizing a tragic attempted murder and attacking its victim. However, the left-wing commentator resisted such common decency. So now, I said, we're faced with a tragic yet incredibly ironic situation where Stephen Scalise, a Republican congressman with an A+ NRA rating, got shot in the butt. And the reason why I'm being so callous is because Stephen Scalise is in stable condition and had recently co-sponsored a bill to relax restrictions on interstate gun sales. Before Stephen's wounds were even tended to, another mass shooting occurred across the country in San Francisco where 2 victims were killed. As a matter of fact, there have been 148 mass shootings in America so far this year, and we've all gotten so numb. But what were we expecting? Even the deaths of children can't get us to change our tune. Here, hold on.
In Alexandria, Virginia today, where a gunman opened fire on congressmen and lobbyists prepping for their annual charity baseball game.
I'll lower the audio a little bit. On this? Yes, I can. Got it. Okay.
Capitol Police, a staffer, a lobbyist, and a congressman were shot at, but luckily no one died, except for the gunman, who was shot at and killed by the U.S. Capitol Police. In the wake of this tragedy, while pundits and D.C. elites rushed to express their concerns and condolences on social media, others, like the diabolical man-children at the Daily Caller and rigid supporters of status quo liberalism like those at the Daily Beast, scoured the shooter's social.
Oh yeah, the Daily Beast is so aggressively anti-Bernie that they literally fucking said the congressional shooter loved Bernie Sanders and hated racist Republicans. Like, they made it seem like it was Bernie's fault that this shooting happened. That's the Daily Beast, by the way. Man,
Status quo liberalism, like those at the Daily Beast, scoured the shooter's social media to find out if he leaned left politically and started broadcasting that information far and wide so they could out this asshole as a Bernie supporter and a Republican hater. Since everyone has already turned this shooting into a political tug of war, I'll take a shot at it as well. Phrasing. But first, despite what the right claim about the mythical violent left, this is what Bernie had to say.
The alleged shooter is someone who apparently volunteered on my presidential campaign. campaign. I am sickened by this despicable act. Violence of any kind is unacceptable in our society.
The snowflake softy, but also somehow intolerant and violent left must be stopped at all costs.
So if you see somebody getting ready to throw a tomato, knock the crap out of them, would you? Seriously.
They are the ones who are truly responsible for the escalation of political tensions and all of the violence in America, not...
Bro, that's so funny. What a remnant of a bygone era. Poll news forever. Like, that's literally 4chan mass shooting celebrationists writing, like, talking about how leftist rhetoric is so violent.
And all...
God, it's so fucking annoying. The brazen, open dishonesty and the open hypocrisy really was just such a frustrating thing to have to deal with on a daily fucking basis. As people basically took that as a mark of like as a mark of success. You know what I mean? Like the open lack of like legitimate politics or legitimate like interest in any kind of political movement by people who chose to like debate stuff and simultaneously fucking talk about, you know, Nazis as though we need to like give them legitimacy and have to debate them or whatever was mind-boggling.
All of the violence in America, not Trump, not the Republicans.
I promise you, I will pay for the legal fees, I promise.
Yeah, and the reality is that anyone can be a victim of political violence nowadays, except only one side is calling for these nutzos to have greater access to guns. The shooter was a domestic abuser. Only recently did a Supreme Court uphold the federal decision to not allow domestic abusers to have access to weapons. Who would want domestic abusers to have the right to own guns? Oh, the NRA. That's right. So now we're faced with the tragic yet incredibly ironic situation where Stephen Scalise, a Republican congressman with an A+ NRA rating, got shot in the butt. And the reason why I'm being so callous is because Stephen Scalise is in stable condition and had recently co-sponsored a bill to relax restrictions on interstate gun sales.
No, Jake, he's really trying to change the definition of a licensed seller, a licensed firearm dealer. This is an attempt to try to bully and intimidate people from selling guns and from buying guns.
Before Stephen's wounds were even tended to, another mass shooting occurred across the country in San Francisco where 2 victims were killed. As a matter of fact, there have been 148 mass shootings in America so far this year, and we've all gotten so numb. But what were we expecting? Even the deaths of children can't get us to change our tune. So yeah, this is a tragedy. It's a tragedy that our public servants could be putting their lives on the line. They already have to endure high levels of scrutiny under the public eye. Scrutiny that can out them when they dog whistle to their racist constituents that they're just like the other white supremacists. I am of course referring to Stephen Scalise describing himself as David Duke, but without the baggage, which is probably one of the worst things you can say about yourself, even if you're running in Louisiana. It's like saying, hey, I too am a white supremacist, but I'm not super out about it, so vote for me, please. So did Scalise deserve to get shot in the ass for equating himself to a white supremacist or for pushing for fewer restrictions on guns? Absolutely not. But his background still matters because that's exactly the kind of bullshit right-wing media pulls out of their ass whenever there's an unarmed black victim of police brutality.
The police officer was dealing with a criminal. And in this case, the police officer was dealing with a criminal who was resisting arrest.
Like so many black victims of police violence, Stephen Scalise is no angel. And by the way, those on the right who normally shy away from calling white shooters terrorists unless they're Muslim adjacent, all of a sudden we're fighting over one another for the opportunity to call this dude a terrorist immediately because what, he's a Bernie Sanders supporter? But Dylan Roof was a lone wolf, right? Not a terrorist. No. Since he was pushing your racist idealism to its logical conclusion, the eradication of all blacks. And some pointed to this latest shooting as evidence of how violent the left had become. Why? Because Kathy Griffin staged a photo session depicting the assassination of Donald Trump? Yeah, you're right, a washed-up comedian who very few on the left or right liked staged a photo session depicting Trump's assassination and was widely condemned for it. And then in response, some nutjob decided he had to shoot up a congressional baseball practice. That makes perfect sense. But years of acceptable racist indoctrination protected by the First Amendment, however, oh no, that is totally different. That's protecting our historic roots and American values. Republican logic. And after Steve's treatment is done under that platinum health care plan afforded to all members of Congress paid for with our tax dollars, he can comfortably go back to stripping health care from millions of poor people, so when they get shot at because of our looser restrictions on guns, then they'll be crippled by medical debt. Let's see if being direct directly involved in a shooting will change Steve's mind or cause him to double down on the rhetoric of his NRA sponsors. I'm Hasan Piker. Please.
That's crazy. That guy's got some really good points. Piker, ensuring he fully catered to his extremist audience, also got his licks in the First Amendment. Here's a transcript of the nasty screed. Anyway, that was, I guess, 2017, right? Yeah, that was on June 21st, 2017, which is 15 years ago now, okay? Think about that. 15 years. Dude, I used to fucking hate you when you were on TYT, but goddamn, you were spitting, and I was too young / hogged up to appreciate. Fuck yeah, baby. Listen, if my career trajectory and people's perceptions of me changing over the course of many years is to say anything, it's that everyone has an opportunity to change. Okay, you can. When you were on TYT, I thought you were a Trump supporter. Lamau, I mean, there's probably still people who think I'm a Trump supporter because I love memeing, you know? 5, not 15, bro. No, it was 2017 was 15 years ago. At the time you had him on your broadcast, yeah, it was pretty fire when I had him on. And he's pretty cool. Weird hairstyle, though. Like, his hair definitely looked a lot better. Oh my God, dude. I can't, no jokes. I forget always, you know? Leftist audience, no jokes, okay? Leftist audience, no jokes. There are literally, like, there's at least 20 people that have chosen to correct me. I remember paying that dude $5 to shave his head at 10K lol. What a loser. Yeah. Anyway, regardless. Okay. I went through a phase of not liking you because I disagreed with some of your really minor takes and how you engage with chat. And then I realized I was dumb and started liking you again. I used to not like you when you were at TYT, even though I agree with you. And I could never put my finger on what had changed. But I think it was just your tone of voice when you were reading a script. I mean, it's aesthetics. It's pure aesthetics. And we're human beings. We're all susceptible to that same thing. You know, 20% of your audience is autistic, bro. Don't be ableist. I think it's higher than 20%. Anyway, brother, I'm balding. How did you fix your hairline? Reverse aging. What is the secret? Oh, we'll talk about reverse aging weirdos in a second. I too grow out my hair to make one of my body parts look normal. Oh, you mean my head? I reversed my hairline evisceration with a medication called Propecia. Ask your doctor, okay, if Propecia is right for you. Remember, your feud with atheism is unstoppable, bro. First of all, much like many of my current quote-unquote feuds, that was, again, one-sided beef by an absolutely psychotic person. And there are still people like that are still out there doing wild shit. It's just, you know, I don't talk about them or to them. Anyway, is that beer? Yeah. So we're gonna talk about the Walmart shooting, but before we do that, let's fucking get into Elon Musk, and then we'll talk about reverse aging too, because I saw a Twitter thread that fucking broke my brain earlier today. So Elon Musk is like tweeting about Ferguson, the hashtag stay woke shit, which is like so minuscule, so marginal. You could easily make a joke about this, okay? Like the idea like of hashtag stay woke is a remnant of a bygone era. It's so transparent. It's so fucking stupid. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, just joke about it. But they take it so seriously that you can't even joke about it. Like, I want to dunk on liberals being fucking stupid, okay? I like dunking on liberals being silly, okay? Being silly billies. But like conservatives, as always, take it so incredibly seriously. Like they make their entire life's mission this thing, like owning the fucking libs, right? That you can't have fun with that anymore at that point. You're taking our fun toys away. So Stephen King says pretty soon the only advertiser left on Twitter will be My Pillow. Elon Musk says, oh hi lol, is My Pillow actually a great pillow? Now I'm curious. Headline, Stephen King tweet causes My Pillow sales to skyrocket. Lamau. Bro, look at this. 12 hours. Anytime one of these guys like Stephen King, like one of these like idolized libs that Elon Musk is like a fan of, you know what I mean? Anytime one of these dudes like says something even like a little mean about Elon Musk or about Twitter, he fucking loses it. Like he is so desperate for acceptance from everyone. Just a pathetically weak man, okay? And I get it. I have some pathetic weaknesses too. Similar to that, actually. I like being liked, okay? I like being liked. I hate being hated, okay? And it's hard, especially when you see people that are ostensibly on your side or people that you like or people that you think should like you. When they say like, fuck this guy, I hate him, you want to fix that. You're like, oh man. So I know what that desire, that burning desire looks like. And it stems from a place of insecurity, you know? That's it. Nice use of the word cracked and goated. You're turning 38 this year, right? Yeah, I am. and I will keep using it. Like it's an understandable desire to have, okay, but it just makes you look so fucking pathetic, dude. And he's also getting that like support from these motherfuckers. Hands Up, Don't Shoot is one of the biggest hoaxes to come of the American left in the last decade. The big lie that has inspired many to become radicalized and militant. True. Yeah, hands up, don't shoot, and like the momentum behind Black Lives Matter is actually built on a false premise, right? That like police brutality does not disproportionately impact black communities and black Americans. Totally, just a falsehood. Yeah, surprising that, you know, let's ask these guys, let's ask these fucking right-wing propagandists about the truth behind, you know, movements like Black Lives Matter. It's just like social conditioning is so powerful, okay? Social conditioning and like pre-existing structural inequalities that guide our social conditioning, that create our culture, is so fucking powerful that absolute morons can just say the most like transparently, idiotically false things, and other people will still turn around and be like, yeah, you know what? That is true. It sounds true to me, brother. And this is yet another instance of that. It's a super basic thing that like most people recognize at its core, is that like, yeah, there are, you know, there is a lot of racism within our criminal justice system. It is built like that it is by design, like pretty basic shit. You don't have to get more complicated than like a lot of cops are racist. Like most people recognize that, okay? But even then, people still can just go out and lie about this kind of thing. Right wing already attaching the hero of the Colorado shooting. Nice. That will seem super unhinged. Far right is calling the Club Q hero an Army veteran who tackled and disarmed the Colorado Springs shooter a groomer and an F word. His daughter's boyfriend was killed by the shooter, but the far right is already suggesting the mass shooting was staged. Okay, very nice, very cool. I mean, these guys are real normal people, you know?